Hello, my people. How are you doing? How is everybody? So, this is your hostess, Itsuno, on No Holds Barred with IT, the channel that say it the way it is. No holds barred. We are not holding anything back, okay? We're just going to say the way it is, all right? So, how are you doing? I hope you are keeping safe. Alright, that is work, that is the family. I'm glad to be in the house today. Yeah, King Solomon said that, you know King Solomon? Yeah, in the Bible, the richest and the wisest king that ever lived. He said he saw something under the heavens and it's an abomination. And he went further to say that he saw that princes were walking on their foot. I'm just paraphrasing it now. While servants were riding on horses. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't princes be on horses? So things became upside down. So it's an abomination. Alright. So what I want to discuss today is something that I've been seeing, and recently, in fact, day before yesterday, I had a chat with a friend of mine on it. That friend of mine had sent me a link asking me to vote for somebody, and I was like, okay, who is this person? My friend is in Lagos, alright. Who is this person? She said, she was sending chat, one new, that's this is her daughter, this and that. So I sent a message, what's she doing? And the person whose link was sent to me to vote for, what's she doing? She replied that something election in her school. So I replied that, well, if that's the case, she should campaign in her school, her university or polytechnic or wherever, and that is her constituency, and let the student there vote for her. I said, this is corruption which we are fighting to end in Nigeria. I wrote further. I said, I told her actually to so she said it was the mother of the girl that they're sending it to her own contact, asking them to spread the news. I said, forward my message to that mother. I said, if I back this girl, I will not vote for her because our school is not my constituency. The essence of vote is for the person running for the post to get vote from people whose life he or she want to affect. I say I'm not in her school, I'm not part of the system, so, and I don't even know her. So why would I vote for, even if I know her, even if she's my daughter, I will not vote for her. I said this is correct. This is like renting vote. Please, viewers, I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, because nobody is a monopoly of knowledge. So back in the days when we were in school, we have so I titled this video the scary method of SU election. That SU, student government, student union elections. It's so scary. These days you see this kind of scenario I described to you. Vote for so and so person, and that means whoever wins must have gotten votes from all over the world and not necessarily from that campus. Is it right? Please let me know your comments. Now, back in those days when we were in school, we had very strong student union government, SUG, that the management will even be very scared to mess up with. when that time when it when election approaches, you see people campaign. With a day when the election is close, there is a day where manifestos. Oh, very interesting. I don't know what children of these days are really enjoying in school, really. Manifestos. We had a guy, I think in my second year, he wanted to be the social sec. You need to hear the kind of grammar this guy has packed in his oblongata. And he was just reeling out this grammar, reeling it out, reeling it out. I was shouting. That alone gave him a lot of votes. And we now these days, when our children want to go for any elective position in school, and because we have social media now, begin to send all these things, links to our friend, vote for my daughter, vote for my son. Are we helping them? I want to know. I don't know. I want to know. Are we helping them? Reading culture has gone to rest. Do we now want to introduce corruption? And these are people that the current politicians we hand over to. Corruption will now hand over again to corruption. How do you see it? It was fun back then in school. You know, people read, you know, people we read, a lot of things were going on. Even in secondary school. I remember in my final year in secondary school, we acted Cholaro Time's The Girls Are Not to Blame. I played Ojuola. I love literature. My physics teacher will be like, what is wrong with you? I've never seen a science student doing literature. We don't do literature in my class, in my 5A class. I will go to 5B to attend literature. Got so good, the timetable was such that while we in 5A science class were having our break, 1 hour break, 5C was having literature. So instead of me going on that break, I will run to 5C and attend literature class. And immediately after our break was my physics class. So a lot of time the physics teacher will have entered the class. We call him Uncle Mark. He was an Hausa Fulani guy. Nigeria was still good then. I pray it will still be good. So he will have entered the class before I came in, and I will come and he knew I was coming from the literature class, and they will look at me, what is wrong with you? So when we were preparing to, on the day we were to act Olaro Timi's The Girls Are Not to Blame. It was a stage play. I mean, it was fun. I was going to the hall, you know, cast your mind back, you picture the hall, dining hall we used to use then back in the days. And I was there with all my costume. I met Uncle Waka, you know, you look at my greeter, you didn't answer, and just shook his head. And just, you know. So, I mean, I'm just saying all this so that you know, and you know that all those lines, all those Ojola's line is still in my head. We cram. We see people cram Julius Caesar and acted it on stage. I will be calling them by the names of the characters in that novel. We had a guy we call Cicero. We had one we called Brutus. We had one we called Julius Caesar, based on the role they played. School was fun. People will campaign for election. They will do serious business, or not joking matter. Do manifesto in order to convince students to vote for them. So schools, I'm calling of Nigerian schools, really. How do you now count votes? If somebody was voted for from all over the world, and you have maybe population of 10,000 students, and you received about 20,000 votes for one person. Is that not fraud? Is that not corruption? I know a lot of people will not see this maybe before now as corruption, because like my friend was like, oh, you are right, this is an eye-opener. So that's why I'm doing this video. I'm using this topic today in case you don't know. It is corruption. We are corrupting these children. Yeah, if you're a parent out there and your ward wants to contest for something, is a position in school, and you are the one distributing the link to people to vote for him or her, you are encouraging corruption. Honestly, you are breeding corruption, and you've not allowed that child to put him or herself out there. I mean, to tell his contemporaries what he or she can do, so that they could vote for him or her. Please do this, and I'll come back and finish the gist. Okay. All right, welcome back. So what are we saying? Don't encourage. If we want Nigeria to be good, if you want to eradicate corruption, don't encourage it. You can't be complaining about politicians and you yourself, you are breeding corruption in your home. Please allow your children to be themselves. Let them put themselves out there and convince their school that they can do this. Yeah, and school authority too. How do you reconcile you having, like I said, maybe 10,000 population, and then someone has 20,000 votes? If I vote for a child in Unilag or Ife or Uniben, how does whatever the child is doing there affect me? It is people that their policy. That is what election is about. That's why we have elections. It's like, okay, oh, Father, thank you. Something just dropped in my mind. Is what you are practicing right now, parents, is like, for instance, a state has 250 million voters, registered voters, and then somebody went for elective post, and said he got 400,000 votes. You get my point now. Meanwhile, there are 250,000 voters, and then I get 400,000 votes. Where did the other ones come from? We call them machineries. Yes, that's what is happening in Nigeria higher institutions now. The school authorities should look into this. Let there be strong SUGs, like student union government, like we used to know it. So that's just my piece that I want to bring up today. Don't encourage corruption. We want to fight corruption, and let's fight it to a standstill. If you choose forward link, social media shouldn't be abused. If you forward links for your child to be voted in, it's like a state renting crowd from another state to come and vote for somebody in the state. And what do you call that? Fraud, corruption. You said they've hired machineries. So that's a piece of mind I have today. Let me know in your comment, is it right to do this in Nigerian schools? Let me know your thoughts. Again, my name is Itunu. I'll see you very soon. I promise, very soon. As new things come up, hot things, I'll be the first to throw it to you. So take care of yourself. I have another channel where I discuss how you can make money. I dropped another video on Saturday on that. I'm going to put the link in this video, how you can make money with no little efforts. Trust me. Why you are staying healthy. I will drop the link to that channel here. It's very new. It's a baby, my baby channel. So see you very soon. I love you and stay safe. Bye.